the government is not spending enough money on bridges, why else would the blockade bridge collapse? And would the Vance and Bone murders have happened if there had been more policemen? A grim mood has gripped the country. How dare he say that? That bridge was less than 10 years old, and none of the experts know why it collapsed. And how were we supposed to prevent those murders? And I suppose it's my fault Hurley Chorley's pretending to be a duck. To the Prime Minister of Muggles. Urgent we meet. Kindly respond immediately. Sincerely, Bud. Listen. It's not a very good time for me. I'm waiting for a telephone call, you see. From the President of... That can be rearranged. Kindly respond immediately to Mr. Fudge. Oh, very well. Yes, I'll see Fudge.
Ah, Prime Minister. Good to see you again.
How can I help you?
Difficult to know where to begin. What a week. What a week.
Oh, had a bad one too, have you?
Yes, of course. I've been having the same week as you have, Prime Minister. The blockade bridge, Bones and Vance murders.
I mean to say, some of your people were involved in those things, were they?
Of course they were. Surely you've realised what's going on.
This is precisely the sort of behaviour that makes me dislike Fudge's visits so much. I am, after all, the Prime Minister, and I don't appreciate being made to feel like an ignorant schoolboy. But of course, it's been like this from the very first meeting with Fudge, on my very first evening as Prime Minister. I remember it as if it were yesterday. I was standing alone in my office, savouring my triumph, and then he popped out of my fireplace.
Okay, I'll make this quick. There are wizards and witches living all over the world. The Ministry of Magic will take care of everything, so not to worry. It's odds on you'll never see me again.
But why? Why has nobody told me?
The Minister for Magic only reveals him or herself to the Muggle Prime Minister of the day.
But then, why hasn't a former Prime Minister warned me?
My dear Prime Minister, are you ever going to tell anybody?
Then, 3 years later, on a night very like tonight, Fudge appeared and told me how a known convict had escaped and I should warn my people. Apparently, Sirius Black was extremely dangerous and he had joined, he who must not be named. Then, less than a year later, to tell me there was trouble at the Quidditch Cup and that he was bringing 3 dragons and a sphinx into the country. Then, less than 2 years later, he told me there was a mass breakout at the wizard jail, Azkaban. Whatever the press and opposition might say, I'm not a foolish man. Despite Fudge's assurances that we'd probably never see each other again, I've noticed we've seen rather a lot of each other.
Prime Minister?
Hmm?
Surely you've realised what's going on.
How am I supposed to know what's going on in the, wizarding world? I have a country to run, and quite enough concerns at the moment without...
We have the same concerns. Blockade Bridge didn't wear out. Those murders were not the work of Muggles, and Herbert Chorley's family would be safer without him. We are currently making arrangements to have him transferred to St. Mungo's Hospital for magical malady.
What do you... I'm afraid I... What?
Prime Minister, I am very sorry to tell you he's back. He who must not be named is back.